Good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber. We're going to take a look at the weather for the next 15 minutes or so. We're going to take a look at what we can expect later on today. Looks like there is a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Also going to be looking at the weekend, of course, the holiday weekend, Labor Day coming up. Also, this is the first Friday night for Friday Night Football this year, and it looks like it could be a little bit wet, and unfortunately, we'll be looking at that forecast. Also, we'll be checking around the rest of the country, see where the active weather is for this morning, and we'll be looking at the tropics real quick. There's pretty quiet out there right now, but we'll be checking that as well. So a few things to get to. We usually do this stream, or we do this stream every morning from 11:30 to 11:45, Monday through Friday, so you can have a good look at the weather instead of a quick shot at the weather. We usually see the newscast for about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll go to about 11:45. So let's start off with the rest of the day forecast. If you're just checking in to see what you expect the rest of the day, and I think at least through the early afternoon we'll see some quiet weather out there. The rain that we've seen this morning, it's been out in the Gulf. It hasn't been inland at all for this morning. So if you need to run to lunch, do some errands or something, I think you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about any rain gear. By 2 o'clock, could see a couple of showers here and there, and by late in the afternoon into the early evening, we could see rain coverages as high as maybe 30 or 40%. So I think there'll be some showers around. We'll have to wait and see what the coverages are exactly. We'll see temperatures starting to fall back into the upper 80s, and then as we head towards 10 o'clock, we'll see temperatures drop off to about 80 degrees. Expecting lows tonight, once again, back into the middle 70s. So a nice warm start as we head towards your Thursday. Allergy report, not looking too bad. Low on grass, still 0 on tree. Of course, weed is at about 26, which puts it at medium. And then mold is actually down. Still at medium today, but it is down a little over 9,000. All right, let's check on what's going on outside. We'll look at some of this Roofing 911 live sky cams across the area. First one is in Orange at the Horseman's Western store. You can see the store right there to your left. It's right there next to I-10 on the feeder road, just before you cross over into Louisiana. So it's right there before you cross over the bridge on the Sabine River. Our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network currently showing 85 degrees at the Horseman's Western store. Humidity, it's up there, 76 sticky %. And we're seeing a southeasterly wind at about 7 miles per hour. Looks like traffic is going along smoothly there. Switch to downtown Beaumont with our Pack of the Prey camera. And also we see in humidity now around 70%. So it's very muggy across southeast Texas with the moisture in the atmosphere and this little stationary front we have sitting around. That's why we're expecting a little bit more in the way of some showers later on today. But our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network showing the skyline there of Beaumont for this late morning. And we're looking at temperatures in the middle 80s downtown, showing about 85 right now. And winds are out of the east anywhere between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. And that's what we're going to see through the afternoon. Might see a little bit of a southeasterly wind, but generally out of the east between 5 and 10 today with those partly cloudy skies. Camera right here at our 12 News studio. It's on the tower outside, and we're looking east. You can see downtown Beaumont just there, center of your screen to the left. The camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing with partly cloudy skies overhead. Just really starting to see the clouds build a little bit across the area. Kind of been seeing this the last couple of days where pretty clear skies in the morning, and then by say late morning into the lunch hour we'll start to see these clouds build up, the cumulus clouds, and eventually leading to some showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. But looks pretty good out there as we look, just a little bit of sunshine mixed with a little bit of cloud cover. We call it variable cloudiness. And then we'll head over towards Lake Charles. Looks like a ship is in the port there at the port of Lake Charles for this morning. Partly to mostly cloudy skies over in Lake Charles on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network, and looks pretty quiet over in southwest Louisiana as well. All right, let's take a look at temperatures. Temperatures right now generally middle 80s, 86 all around the triangle here. Orange, Port Arthur, and Beaumont all at 86. 85 through Woodville and Silsbee, and then Jasper currently at about 84. Kirbyville's about 84. A little warmer towards Houston. Houston 88 degrees out at the airport north of town there. Conroe at 88. Huntsville's about 86. And then towards Lake Charles, we'll see in some middle 80s, just kind of like here in southeast Texas, about 85 in Lake Charles. Here's radar. Like I said, it's been pretty quiet all morning long. We've been seeing a few showers out in the Gulf just off of the Bolivar Peninsula there. And then we've been also seeing a few isolated shower south of Houston, where they've been seeing a little bit of thunderstorm activity as well, but nothing too bad across the Houston area. Let me put this into motion over the last 3 hours, and you can see not much going on. Most of the activity has been holding off and been out into the Gulf, and we'll see a few showers and thunderstorms we're thinking develop a little bit later on today, thanks to the heat and humidity and a front that has been sticking around. And here's the front itself. You can see most of the activity is actually south of the front. That's where we're seeing scattered showers and thunderstorms for this morning. It's been out in the Gulf or down along the Texas coastline, maybe down towards Victoria there. Now this front's going to eventually shift a little bit farther to the north. That'll open the door for a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms for us today. Like I said, about 30–40% coverage. Across the rest of the state, not a whole lot going on. Pretty quiet towards West Texas, Texas Panhandle, extreme northern part of the Texas Panhandle. Been seeing a few showers, and then South Texas really hadn't seen too much for this morning. Most of the activity is with that little disturbance along the front out into the Gulf. Let's check the rest of the country, see what's going on, and looking at some more wet weather out towards some of the western states again for today. Haven't seen this a lot of the summer, but now we're looking at some scattered showers through looks like Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, getting some scattered rain today, probably some much needed rain there. Utah has been getting a few showers, as well as Nevada. Along the coast, looks like not too much in the way of any rain there. But the Intermountain West have been seeing some scattered showers, and we had some heavy rain move through Oklahoma again this morning, also through parts of Kansas, getting some showers as well. Heading up into Iowa, getting a few showers there as they pull out of Iowa. Looks like they're heading into parts of northern Illinois. East Coast looking pretty dry, not much going on there. We've had a front push off the coast, so that's why we see these band of clouds, and that's the front that's snaking all the way back into parts of our area. That front gone stationary, but not much going on through places like Chicago, Washington, New York, Atlanta, all pretty quiet. By the way, at the bottom of your screen there, that number 409-749-9302, that's the number you can text us at. We have a phone that you can text us any questions you have about hurricane season, about maybe football games Friday night. You've got something planned for Sunday afternoon. Maybe you're celebrating, having some celebrations for the holiday weekend. Maybe going into the holiday, you have some plans and you want to know what your weather's going to be doing. Say you live up in Spurger or something like that. You can text us to that number, 409-749-9302. We check it pretty often during the day, and we'll get back to you with a text and let you know what we think is going to be happening weather-wise on whenever you are interested in knowing. Or if you just have general questions about hurricane season or something like that, you can always text us at 409-749-9302. Don't call us here. We won't answer the phone if it rings. Matter of fact, we have that kind of disabled on the phone. All we can do is get text messages. So if you have a question, go ahead and feel free to text us. We'll get back to you as fast as we can. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast. Futurecast showing most of the activity through about 1 o'clock, still right along the coast. And then as we get into the afternoon, temperatures up into the lower 90s, we could see a few scattered showers here and there. Like I said, we'll go 30, maybe 40% coverage of some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms developing. It could be some heavy downpours, could be some lightning and thunder with those. So don't be surprised if you get a little bit of a thunderstorm out there. Temperatures starting to fall back into the 80s this evening, and then overnight things should clear out a little bit. This computer model trying to show some coastal showers, and that's not out of the question. I don't think it's going to be as heavy what they were showing here, but we could see some coastal showers, temperatures in the 70s going into tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, expecting about a 30–40% coverage and more scattered showers across the area, with temperatures once again up there close to about 90 degrees or into the lower 90s on your Thursday. So kind of a repeat of what today was. Maybe start off with some showers near the coast, and by the afternoon into the evening, some showers and thunderstorms inland for tomorrow as well. All right, let's take a look at the tropics, and not much going on. This looks a little interesting here, but it's over land, so really not too worried about it. It's going to continue to be over land, and then eventually make its way out towards the Pacific. It's moving off towards the west-southwest, so don't have to worry about that. Really quiet in the Gulf. The Atlantic's pretty quiet. So is the Caribbean. So not much going on, and none of the computer models indicating really anything developing through the next 7 to 10 days. So we're looking good through the beginning of September. Usually September 10th or 11th into the middle part of September is the peak of hurricane season. So that's when we really start to watch for anything that could be developing. Right now we're good. We'll just take it a week at a time. This week looks like it'll be fine through the holiday on Monday. Next week we'll continue to check. Things could develop at any time. Still waiting for maybe some things to come off the coast of Africa well over into the eastern Atlantic, but right now everything looks good, so let's hopefully it stays that way as we continue into September. Hopefully we can get through September without any activity. If we can get through September without anything coming into the Gulf, chances of something developing in October are getting a little bit slimmer, and by the end of October we typically don't see anything. So we got another, I say, a good month to go, and hopefully then after that we can relax a little bit more as we get later on in the season. Our coastal marine forecast for today: no advisories. An east wind at 5 to 10 knots, seas about 2 feet. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few showers down towards the Gulf, and we've seen that already this morning. Just a light chop in the lakes and bays. High tide at 7:43 this evening, and our sunsets right around that time at 7:44. Water temperatures have been in the upper 80s out there in the Gulf, and a little windy towards Texas Point. East to southeastern winds at 16 miles an hour right now, and we've seen some gusts up to about 18, so a little breezy down there. All right, let's check your forecast. Right now we're looking at temperatures in the 80s. We'll get up into the lower 90s as we get into, say, 2:30 to about 4 o'clock during the heat of the afternoon. Variable clouds with partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we'll just go 30% for the lakes and then 40% for inland southeast Texas and the Triangle. So maybe a little bit better chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms down here. Now tonight the skies will start to clear out once again. Things will settle down. No rain expected through the overnight. Now there is that chance for maybe an isolated shower along the coast, but for the most part I don't see much in the way of any rain. And we're looking at a little bit of a southeasterly wind between 3 and 8 miles per hour, and temperatures around 76, 75 here in the Triangle. We'll drop that back to 74, 73 for inland southeast Texas, and maybe even down to about 72 for the lakes area starting off on Thursday morning. Let's check out your 7-day forecast, and up until Saturday we'll have rain chances in the forecast. After that, things look really good. And of course, Monday is Labor Day, so that forecast not looking bad. But today, like I said, we go 40%. That might be a little bit high for this afternoon, might be closer to 30%, but there could be some showers and thunderstorms out there. Tomorrow, about 30% coverage of some showers and thunderstorms. Not a huge deal there. And then here comes Friday into Saturday. Once again, with this front coming through, we'll see about a 60% coverage of rain. If it lags and maybe comes in late on Friday, we might be able to get through some of those games, or it could come in earlier. We could be seeing rain starting in the afternoon and going through the evening on Friday, and then some more activity as far as Saturday morning is concerned, at least the first half of the day on Saturday. So right now I just plan on maybe dealing with some wet weather on Friday night. Hopefully we won't have to deal with any thunderstorms. If we have to do that, then we could see some delays in the games and things like that. If it's just rain, they'll play in the rain, but not with the thunderstorm and lightning out there. So we'll have to wait and see how it all stacks up once we get to Friday. Like I said, Saturday looks like a little wet, but that front should then drop down towards the Gulf. That should start to clear us out late Saturday. And look at this setup for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We're talking about temperatures in the lower 90s, 90 to about 92, less humidity, and that means some cooler mornings. 70 for Sunday, lakes area, you'll be definitely looking at some 60s, about 69, maybe 68 for Monday and Tuesday mornings. And once again, in the lakes area, you're looking at 65, maybe 66 for morning lows. Very nice. Of course, Monday is September 1st, so we're just getting to the beginning of September. So it's a little bit cool for those 60s in September, but we'll take them. And humidity will be a little bit lower, temperatures in the 90s, so it looks like a great holiday, Labor Day. If you got a boat, something like that you want to take out, or something, maybe going to the beach for Labor Day, looking good. No problems out there with that drier air coming in. Looks like a good forecast. All right, we're going to wrap up this